team. They can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. Pascal Siakam out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. Here's Suggs. The Pacers making their last shot. And he drives in. Pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Just a terrific drive by Suggs. When he sees lanes to the rim open up, he attacks with no hesitation.
Siakam finds Halliburton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Back to Siakam. Over Banchero. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from Halliburton.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Suggs.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Orlando shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for your Magic.
First one falls for him.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Huff. He's checked by Carter. Toppin against Wagner. Toppin passes to Huff. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Magic ball.
Suggs against Halliburton. Suggs, left side. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Suggs has got 6.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Toppin finds Halliburton. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
And stolen by Bain. Wagner for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Tracking the feed, Franz Wagner locked in on that shot.
Pass to Huff. Launches it from deep. Unable to get that one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Orlando with the ball. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's Suggs. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Siakam for three. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it's something we don't see a whole lot in games. Just too aggressive going up.
Ben Carroll the screen. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
Halliburton looking for an opening. Sweet little floater. Halliburton's got 6.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Suggs against Halliburton. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Outside Bain. Over Matherin. Bain, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Toppin outside. Here's Siakam. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the match. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the court for the Pacers. Halliburton runs point with Matherin flanking him. Obi Toppin out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. Pacers trail by 4. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I can get ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Guys, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. The 3 from Bain. Huff pulls it in. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Trailing by 5. Halliburton on the wing. Siakam with a screen on Suggs. It's deflected.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
The offensive rebound. Tough. Good.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 10. Bain with it. Back to Ben Carroll. Suggs outside. The 3 ball. Indiana with a rebound. Huff's got 4 rebounds now. Halliburton, the pass to Matherin. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Kicks it out to Wagner. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And they're running. And Halliburton takes it all the way.
Their fast hands help Siakam force a turnover, which he turns into a successful fast break.
Ben Carroll with a screen on Halliburton. Suggs, the pass to Ben Carroll. Now here's Toppin. Siakam looking it over. Strong bucket by Siakam. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Wagner finds Carter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Banchero. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Now here's Halliburton. 13 points in the game, and the shot's good.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
Wagner against Matherin. Wagner on the wing. 7 points in the game. From deep, Bain nails it from 3. He's got 5 points.
Yeah, Bain is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Halliburton against Suggs. Down low. Here's Huff. Soft touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wagner, the pass to Bain. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. And Banchero's got 8 here in this quarter.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Suggs buries it down low. Ooh, poked away. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Magic out in front, up by 1. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to second court drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Anthony Black. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. 4 on the clock. Here's Wagner. Up again. Walker pulls down the board. Indiana trailing here. Outside Nesmith, pass to Walker, launches a 3, buries it from 3.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Wagner with a screen on Nembhard. Black passes to Wagner, and the bucket is good. Wagner's got his first 2 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jones against Nembhard. Back to Wiseman. Pass to Shepard. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Walker passes to Nembhard, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Isaac. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. And they're not happy with the call here. Coaches give us a foul.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Line for 1.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Orlando leading. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching. And you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back over to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Here's Wiseman. Orlando making their last shot. Nembhard outside. Screen by Wiseman. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Orlando leading by 4. Black passes to Wagner. Back to Black. Wagner with a screen. Kicks it out to Isaac. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Indiana has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
To the inside. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
And in that two-man action there, Isaac's someone you need to track. I mean, he is really dangerous after rolling off the pick.
Nembhard against Isaac. The floater. And he gets that one.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Nembhard against Jones. Isaac with a screen on Nembhard. Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Magic lead by 6.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
James Wiseman, a monster down low.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
On the wing, Nembhard, defended by Jones. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Back to Black. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Walker. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Wagner. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Magic out in front, up 2. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Halliburton runs point with Matherin flanking him. Pascal Siakam out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Huff, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Suggs outside. Bain against Halliburton. Bain, the pass to Carter. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Suggs against Halliburton. Inside. Here's Huff. Matherin against Bain. Shot's good by Matherin. And now it's a 4-point Pacer lead.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Back to Ben Carroll. The three from Suggs. Pacers with a rebound. Huff's got 5 rebounds in the game. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Everything is working for Suggs offensively at the moment. This is a very encouraging sight to see.
Siakam against Suggs. Pascal gets it done in traffic.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. It's time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. And it wasn't a very happy hug. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton outside. Here's Huff, defended by Wagner. Suggs against Halliburton.
Yeah, defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana.
Free throw good. Halliburton.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. Here's Ben Carroll. Now Suggs. Ben Carroll with a screen on Matherin. They swipe it. In transition, here come the Pacers. Too easy. A gorgeous 3 drop for him. No one around.
And it's important Matherin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Suggs. Here's Wagner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Pacers leading by 6. And here's Halliburton. And no one in the vicinity. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. Now Ben Carroll. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Ben Carroll.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Ben Carroll sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Halliburton against Suggs. Halliburton right side. From deep. Buries it from outside.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
Now Wagner. Wagner draws the double. Toppin rips down the board. Halliburton on the attack. And he powers it down. One-handed.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Halliburton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cash from downtown.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Halliburton. And And so Indiana takes this one by
That's the end of the game.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks, with
expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Gary Trent is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. Trent passes to Giannis. Giannis dumps it down.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Inside, and then Carter with the jam.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Trent. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game. And Wagner dives in and finished off by Wagner.
No mercy shown to the rack there. Wagner with the filthy throwdown.
Trent passes to Antetokounmpo. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Shot clock at 2. Game. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Now, here's Suggs. Count that bucket.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
Giannis sets a screen for Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Oh, and look at how well he let him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce. Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
With the drive, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here's Suggs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I would like to highlight two guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot.
The Bucks trail. It's stolen by Suggs. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you guys.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's on a bounce to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Bane against Prince. Bane drives in, and he jams it with authority.
And the strength of Bane helps him on the bounce.
Banchero brings the double team. finished off by Banchero.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Magic leading by 5. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And finished off by Banchero.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so it's Orlando. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness. Inside, they've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent's out there with Gary Trent. And it's Jackson in at the small forward.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Bucks foul call. Andre Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Bane driving the lane. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Bane. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic. Oh, wow, man.
Gary Trent.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Here's Bane. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bane takes it straight to the rim.
Turner with a screen on Suggs. Got that one up quick. Trent's got 6 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Suggs, chalk up 2 there. Suggs has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Turner with a screen on Suggs. Turner finds Trent. Shot clock at 5. Got us a screen on Suggs. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Orlando leading by 6. Outside, Bane. Six to shoot. For 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the 3 ball is good.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Screen by Giannis. Trent with the wide open look. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Wagner passes to Bain. 44 seconds left here in the second. The three. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Here's Prince. And the dunk by Prince.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with. If there's open space in front of him, he's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
Banchero is screened for Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Carter with the screen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defense to foul.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Trent outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Tries it from 19. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks Magic lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got. Left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They've got Wagner. Tyus Jones out there with Black. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Portis kicks to Green. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Porter, no luck. Magic leading by 3. Isaac with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Isaac goes in. And Isaac throws it down.
Oh, mercy, mercy me. Isaac with a loud bucket. Great bounce.
Here's Porter. Ties to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's De Silva, guarded by Kuzma. Pass to Isaac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 7-point Magic lead.
I think you got to keep Isaac from getting in the paint. Once he's established position there, the defense is toasted up.
The Magic have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Jones, the pass to Isaac, and it goes down 2 points. Isaac's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Down low, it's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. stolen by Portis. Jones against Porter. They set the screen, driving to the basket.
You gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Now Black still without a basket, and he starts out with a miss in this one.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Outside Portis. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Clark, the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
De Silva with the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
Porter looking it over. Up top, Kuzma. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Sims. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Sims has got 8 points.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Jones in the post. Porter's there. And the basket by Jones.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish. That's a real brain fade right there, a mental error, and it cost him a possession.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Milwaukee ball.
And stolen by Wagner. And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent's out there with Gary Trent. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Bain with it. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Banchero.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Magic.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Wagner wide open. Off target with his 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Orlando leading by 12. Suggs looking around. Lets it go from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Drops in the tray.
3 points.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Payne finds Suggs. And he jams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full. Oh, my. What a play.
An absolute insane display of dribbling from Antetokounmpo. I mean, you can't take this guy lightly when he's got the ball. Mad handles for a guy of any size, but 7 feet tall. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
That one goes in.
Boy, that's a combination of power and willpower. Suggs refusing to let the foul stop his shot.
Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Wagner. Now Carter Antetokounmpo with the steal. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Now Bane. 1:35 left in the fourth. Clock at 6. Carroll has screen on Prince. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Bucks trail by 12. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. Suggs outside. For 3. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone past the three-point line for... Oh, my! Wow!
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Bane fires. He drills the 3.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Suggs against Trent. Antetokounmpo. And there's the dunk.
Assisted. Darius.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Suggs with the drive. Lays it in off the window.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are two groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high percentage looks as they possibly can.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Jackson out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Prince in at small forward. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Milwaukee with the rebound. One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton, his clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
Shot clock at 3. 17-foot shot on the way. Jackson can't get it to go. Indiana has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Prince against Toppin. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Toppin. Antetokounmpo inside. Misses from close range. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Guys, back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Trent. There's a screen by Turner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Toppin outside. The teardrop, and it's in there.
Wow, Obi Toppin goes to the floater game. He can make that when given the chance.
Trent for 3. That one is off. Halliburton with some nice D. Here's Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Siakam's got 5 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the 3rd stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021.
Oh, wow! Incredible! Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish. And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second one.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Trent. Offensive board. It's stolen by Halliburton. And now Indiana on the fast break. And Siakam with the jam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Second team foul.
That's good from Trent.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr. taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line, yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Turner and screen on Halliburton. To the wing, right side. A good look from Turner. Money from the wing. Turner's gotten his second bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Trent's shot is off. Indiana leading by 5. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Halliburton's got 6.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Now Turner. The jumper from the wing, off target.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, up by a healthy 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, hey! How about that?
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Toppin against Prince. Pass to Halliburton. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Brian, back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. 6-point game. Nesmith with it. Turner covering. Trent against Siakam. 4 on the clock. The touch. Pascal Siakam. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where...
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Too much, Giannis.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Pass to Huff. Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Halliburton. The Bucks trail by 4. Here's Turner. Here's Prince. Back to Turner. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Now Turner. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Trent for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Nesmith. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
1:05 left in the second. Here's Halliburton. And he was fouled while in the and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
The preview 2. After the review, the ruling on the floor.
even after the video review,
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
and give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
First team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Halliburton. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 4.
Well, this is part of Pascal Siakam's growth, the willingness to absorb nightly responsibility to score the ball.
Trent finds Turner. Trent outside from behind the arc. Siakam pulls down the board.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Pass to Halliburton. The 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Well, you love the relentless energy from Siakam. It's sort of a staple of his game. Gets to the offensive glass there.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Now Antetokounmpo. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Antetokounmpo's got 18.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Indiana. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Kevin Porter is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's A.J. Green, then it's Smith, and it's Portis in at the 4.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mather can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Well, Doris, one thing we know about Ben Shepherd, when he checks into the game, he's headed directly into the action.
If you're coming off the bench, and Ben has done that for much of his career, you have got to be willing to mix it up right away. If an open shot is there, take it. If you can get on the offensive glass, do it. That is exactly what Ben Shepherd gives you.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Green in the post. He's covered by Matherin. Smith no good. Pacers leading by 10. To the middle. Tipped. Pass to Wiseman. Now Matherin. From deep. The shot, no good. The Bucks have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Kuzma.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
For Indiana, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Wiseman. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Here's Portis. Indiana with a rebound. Here's Nembhard. 2 points. That one goes.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
To the paint. Here's Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Smith, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Pacers leading by 10. Nembhard outside. To the inside. Here's Shepherd.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Milwaukee on D. Here's Matherin. No good. In and out off the rim. Bucks trail by 10. And here's Porter outside. Pure from three-point range. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Walker sets a screen. The floater. That one goes. Count it. Nembhard's got 6 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Dead ball turnover.
Pass to Shepherd. Outside Matherin. Nembhard, the pass to Matherin. Walker, a screen on Green. 5 to shoot. Here's Matherin. That's short off the rim. The Bucks trail by 9. Here's Porter. Basket's good. 7 points in the game.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right? Right at the rim.
Pass to Matherin. Walker, a screen on Green. Here's Shepherd, defended by Kuzma. Three-pointer Matherin. Porter pulls it in.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Kuzma makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And now just a 5-point Indiana lead. Down low. Here's Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Here's Porter. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Nembhard, right side. And it's good. Well, hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well,
the previous play is under review.
Turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
A tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay.
And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And the moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Obi Toppin. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 5. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
Trent for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana leading by 7. And Turner with the block. Trent against Halliburton. Pass to Jackson. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, we know Trent Jr. can flat shoot the basketball, but he has to balance that with his passing. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Neesmith, guarded by Trent. A nice shot by Halliburton.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Outside Neesmith. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. You know, just watching him, Aaron Neesmith seems like the kind of energetic player teams love to have, of course.
Exactly right, BA, and there's a reason. He's got size and strength. He is very willing defensively to mix it up with a level of physicality that is special. But maybe the most important thing, there's a competitive edge and toughness about this guy that I love.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. That one goes, yes, sir!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there. We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Siakam there for the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Siakam off the bounce.
Now there is such length and fluidity. Pascal Siakam opportunistic on the drive.
Second team foul.
That free throw no good.
Shot. Pascal Siakam.
And the second free throw is good. Bucks trail by 8. Trent outside. Now Turner. Turner, a screen on Halliburton. Trent, just 5 on the clock. Oh yeah, that's good.
How about the floater? Folks, a floater's a tough shot, but Gary Trent Jr. makes easy work of it right there.
Jackson against Halliburton. And the foul on Gary Trent. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute 42 left in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Siakam and Turner with the block.
Well, you're talking 6'11" and big time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Trent outside. Turner outside. Takes it inside. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
Outside Siakam. Hands to power it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
And I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Now Antetokounmpo. Oh, the shot is off.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's
oh my goodness. Cocked it back and fired it home.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Halliburton fires!
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
I'm looking forward to this break. You're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the center position.
And the flick of a switch going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs with a problem on the drive.
Siakam, a screen on Suggs. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Suggs passes to Carter. Back to Suggs. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA grade, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And Orlando making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Here's Banchero. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Halliburton against Payne. Pass to Neesmith. Three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Wagner drives in. Fires the three. A putback. The Pacers pull it in. To the middle. In the corner, it's Neesmith. No good on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
There's the screen. Kicks it out to Wagner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Indiana's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Halliburton against Suggs. Siakam, a screen on Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Toppin. Indiana again missing. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Banchero, a screen on Halliburton. Bane passes to Banchero. And Wagner has it in the corner. Banchero, a screen for Wagner. Back to Banchero. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Bane, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively, he has confidence to drill the three.
Right wing, pass to Huff. It's stolen by Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
Now, Suggs following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin. Clock at 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Up top, Bane. Neesmith covering.
He was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
Siakam passes to Neesmith. Halliburton for 3. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 6.
Hey, watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
Wagner from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Halliburton outside. Bane with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Banchero a screen on Halliburton. Suggs finds Banchero. Back to Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bane. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
It's a... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And so in the game for the Magic, both Wagners are out there, Franz at small forward and Mo at the center. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Banchero in at the fourth.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Guys, back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Indiana Patriots, everyone. Let's get excited.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. Suggs, that one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Halliburton kicks to Toppin, and a wide open look for Siakam. Hangs on the trifecta. Siakam's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Indiana. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Left side, Bane. Wagner wide open. Suggs passes to Wagner. Bane for 3. Offensive rebound. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 6 points.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Banchero a screen on Halliburton. Wagner looking it over. 4 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter.
It's always a good sign when Banchero is hitting the 3. He's working to become more consistent out there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Wagner. after Obi Toppin was able to get the triple. Back to Wagner. Outside, Bain. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of them.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 7-point Indiana lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Indiana?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Now he's just showing off with range like that. Incredible.
Suggs kicks to Bain. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wagner against Halliburton. Down low, Halliburton puts it in.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Pass to Bain. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Back to Suggs. Here's Wagner. Will it go? Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And if they keep training the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we'll be back with you shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then there's Wiseman. Then there's Shepard. And it's Nembhard in at the point. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
On the court is Yoru.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic.
Wendell Carter Jr.
The Magic trail by 12. Jones looking for an opening. Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, look, everyone likes a flush. Carter Jr. showing his force.
Over in the corner, Shepard buries it from three-point range. Shepard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Walker the pass to Nembhard. Back to Walker. Got a hand on it. And finished off by Wiseman.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Jones in the post. Carter with the screen on Nembhard. Black dishes to Carter, and good that time.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And finished off by Shepard.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Nembhard. Gets the front of the rim and out. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Wiseman sets a screen for Nembhard.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Shepard. With some arc. The shot, no good. The Magic have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Fast break, here they come. Here's Mathurin. Gets a very good look and converts. Mathurin's got his first basket.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
To the inside. Here's De Silva. No scoring in this one. Isaac finds Black. And he drives in. No good that time. Mathurin with some nice defense.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the paint. And Isaac throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Black with it, out to Carter, and Jones has it in the corner. Back to Carter. It's stolen by Mathurin. Over in the corner, Shepard. Indiana moving it around. And the three ball is good. Shepard's got 8 here in the quarter. Now Black. And Carter has it in the corner. It's stolen by Wiseman. And so it's Indiana in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Magic, down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bain and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. Halliburton flies in. And Halliburton swings it in.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Boy, he is tough to slow down.
Banchero finds Wagner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Huff. Indiana leading by 20. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Huff. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Suggs passes to Wagner. And that time, also a missed shot.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Indiana again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Hits the three-point bomb. Huff's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Neesmith can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Wagner wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Pacers.
Halliburton passes to Neesmith. Toppin, no one around him. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The shot, no good. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Pass to Wagner. Now Bain. Here's Suggs. Sinks the three-pointer.
Banchero is a willing passer, a trait you love to see in a young star.
Here's Huff. Halliburton outside. Misses the 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Drills the three-pointer.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's the 3, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Neesmith, and the 3 off target. Suggs kicks to Wagner. And there's Wagner on the assist from Wagner.
3 points.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead.
teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Picked by Carter. Here's Suggs. No good that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Trent from long range. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
Trent from long range. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Trent from long range. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Just over a minute and a half in. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Trent against Suggs. Inside. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Great read by Suggs. Dishing the rock in the 2-man game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Antetokounmpo. Bam.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Banchero. Back to Suggs. Banchero finds Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs. Driving in. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
Now here's Trent. Turner passes to Jackson. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Turner, no good. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Suggs. Pass to Wagner from outside the arc.
Prince takes a lot of pride in making it difficult for the guy he's defending. A lot of hustle and tenacity at the defensive end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Carter.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
Now here's Trent. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Trent's got 6 points.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Up top Suggs, guarded by Trent. It's Banchero with the drive. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Here's Trent. Pass to Turner. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Carter. Banchero against Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Trent. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Banchero. Pass to Bane. To the middle. 4 seconds left. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. Orlando ahead, leading by... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Orlando.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Jackson out there with Gary Trent, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The foul on Gary Trent. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
The Bucks trail by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, too much Giannis down low.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
Wagner, the pass to Bane. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Turner. Jackson on the wing, guarded by Bane. Trent outside. 6 to shoot. Here's the floater, and the basket is good. Trent's got 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Carter. Rebound, Milwaukee. Trent outside. Pass to Prince, and stolen by Suggs. Wagner looking it over. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Prince has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Suggs. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
Banchero finds Bane. Banchero with a screen on Jackson. Back to Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2. Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat. Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Here's Jackson. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Wendell Carter.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now Carter defends.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late, and that's how you become a clutch performer.
Orlando leading. Outside Bain. Here's Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Here's Trent. And they pick up 2. Trent's got 7 points here in the quarter. 29 seconds left in the first half. Banchero with a screen on Jackson. And the basket by Bain.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
Jackson against Banchero. Here's Carter. Can't connect from short range. Trent from long range. Not going to go that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Magic out in front, leading by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Get ready for some ILCM and mix it stuff from your pocket life. Arena Entertainment.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the court for the Magic, Tyus Jones is the... Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
Exceptional at pulling off plays like these. What a tremendous move from Porter Jr.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Black. Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Back to Wagner. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. Orlando shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
NBA, that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act.
Here's Porter. Orlando making their last shot. Sims. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Sims has got 4 points this quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
So it's Milwaukee now. Orlando making their last shot. Out to the wing. Wagner with a steal. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's De Silva. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. And now it's an 8-point Orlando lead.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Portis. Back to Green. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact. Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And here's Green from the arc. Sims. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside Jones. Wagner with a screen. Jones, the pass to Wagner. Crafty move, and he lays it up and in. Wagner's got 6 here in the quarter.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work. Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Inside. Kuzma against Jones. That one's good for 2.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Here's Black, and he slams it in one-handed.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for.
And that one drops. Jones has got his second basket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim. And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Green. Kuzma outside. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Isaac. Orlando leading by 10. Wagner with a screen on Green. Wagner outside. And here's Isaac. Kicks it out to Wagner. Tries it from 16. Isaac, the pass to Wagner. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. For 3. Green against Jones. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Black, no good. Outside, Green. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Green's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display. Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Inside they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Trent is out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Turner finds Trent. Launches it. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Wagner, and the dunk by Wagner.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Carter, a screen on Trent. Now Suggs. The 3 is up. Prince grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Prince. Second shot opportunity. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. Suggs outside. Now here's Bane. Here's Carter. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Trent. The 3 is off. Orlando leading by 8. Now Suggs. Picked by Carter. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now Jackson. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Suggs. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The Magic have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Bane. Then Carroll the screen. Bane with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Carter outside. 5 on the clock. Turner with a rebound. Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner. Wagner with a steal. Now Bane. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Carter inside. He's against Turner. That's in!
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Milwaukee has gone 6 for 12. Oh, wow!
Watch out!
Big finish.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Now here's Wagner. Then Caro! Can't hit it.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Both hands there for a little extra.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Oh, it misses.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Powered it home.
Did you see it, Reed?
Bringing the house down. Suggs fires. He's off from 3. Trent. And so Orlando takes the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
live on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Nesmith. They'll be topping out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Huff in at center. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. And Halliburton slams it in.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Giannis sets a screen for Jackson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here is Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. You know, Doris, Tyrese Halliburton has got to be up there when you think about the top passers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's always amongst the league leaders in assists. This guy plays in the perfect system for him. You want to be up-tempo and letting him sort of improvise and master the position. He is brilliant. When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Count the basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Trent following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Nailed from three-point land. Trent's got 7.
Well, range is what Gary Trent gives you, and it's on display right there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Giannis inside. Toppin's there. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
On deep, Trent. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And it's good, 2 points. Siakam's got his second bucket.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Jackson with the drive. Milwaukee the rebound. And Turner kicks to Prince. Launches it. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Indiana leading. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Halliburton passes to Huff. Halliburton against Trent. And the shot goes in. Halliburton's got 8 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Trent goes in, jams it in off the great move.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
Toppin with the steal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Good on the triple.
This is about a guy who understands I've got every aspect of my game working right now. Gary Trent Jr. is cooking, folks.
Halliburton, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And Turner stays with it.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Trent against Halliburton. Inside. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And here's Trent outside. And that one is off. The shot off that time. Gary Trent Jr. He's feeling it tonight. He has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Siakam. Halliburton is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the 5. And here's Trent outside. Siakam pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Toppin. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Bucket is good. Siakam's got 10.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
And here's Prince outside. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
You know, Greg, a lot of the bench scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
More difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality. Kevin, back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. 6 to shoot. And Prince with the jam.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
Here's Halliburton. That shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. The Bucks trail. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Trent against Halliburton. Trent outside. Turner. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
When Turner's scoring buckets inside, he is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
And he gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Trent, that's a two-pointer. Pass to Turner. 3-on-3. Buff, no good. Jackson with it. Halliburton picks him up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game. So he comes up empty at the line. The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Out to Turner, wide open. It's rebounded by Indiana.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Halliburton up top, and there's the whistle on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
In closer detail, what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Tie game in Milwaukee. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Porter with it. Smith is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Porter. And at the point, that's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Mathurin. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact. Somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Smith. To the right side. Takes the 3. Can't hit that one. Indiana shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Wiseman kicks to Walker. Count it. Walker. Now it's a 5-point Indiana lead.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Smith against Nembhard. Tipped away. It's stolen by Shepherd. A floater. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And during his brief career, Andrew Nembhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Not Andrew Nembhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
Shepherd, the pass to Mathurin. Now Shepherd. He has yet to score. Indiana moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. No good there. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard.
First personal.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Bucks trail by 3. Outside Porter. It's stolen by Wiseman.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right, it doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Shepard the pass to Wiseman. Clock at 6. Puts it up. And he can't bank that one in. Down low, Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Porter finds Green. Here's Smith. Here's Portis. The kick out to Porter for the tie. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Here's Shepard. Basket good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Portis inside the three-point line. And the shot is long.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pass to Wiseman. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Right side, Porter. A floater. He gets it in there. Portis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Here's Nembhard. Sweet little floater. Nembhard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. Out to the right wing. There's Portis. Count that one. Portis has got his second basket.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
Nembhard with it. The shot's good from Wiseman.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard.
Second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. And some changes here for the Pacers. From deep, Prince. Not going to go that time. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Toppin passes to Siakam. Halliburton outside. Over Jackson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting it.
After the review,
The officials have 2 minutes to review the play.
Fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Pacers out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Indiana, they've got Halliburton. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Picked his pocket. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. And Turner throws it down.
Trent Jr. just making opportunities by being active defensively.
Halliburton against Turner. Toppin, no one around him. And Indiana, another three.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Here's Halliburton. Down low, Halliburton puts it in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside for Jackson. That three off the mark. Pacers leading by 6. Pass to Huff. Halliburton outside. And it's off.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Trent, it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And that's in there.
This guy very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
Now onto the Kumbo. Oh, what a finish.
See, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Halliburton. Does not go.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Siakam. Rebounded by Trent.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Shoots the three. Siakam with the rebound.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Some power coming from the BG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Siakam. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Siakam. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing, showing you all he has in that passing arsenal.
Trent fires. Onto the Kumbo. Trying again. Trent against Halliburton. Takes the three. That's off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And Milwaukee has possession. 8-point game. Trent, he's off from 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And a nice assist for the weigh-in on the transition play. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Pacers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.